Working together on a demanding project brings people together, especially when the work involves intense, high-stakes material that pushes everyone to their limits. The cast members formed deep bonds throughout the production process, creating genuine connections that would strengthen their performances and enrich their experience. The film itself centers on themes of camaraderie and mutual support. The young protagonists, known as the Losers Club, are a group of outcasts who would never overcome their challenges without each other. While the story involves a menacing killer clown, at its core, it explores how friends pull together to accomplish seemingly impossible tasks. The characters discover that gathering the courage to face their deepest fears requires companionship and solidarity, demonstrating that no one needs to fight their battles alone. The narrative resonates because of its relatable portrayal of adolescent struggles. Each character faces some form of social marginalization, whether due to physical appearance, speech impediments, race, or other differences that set them apart in their town of Derry. These shared experiences of feeling like outsiders create the foundation for their unbreakable bond, as they find acceptance and understanding only with each other. The production team prioritized character development, drawing from the extensive source material. While they incorporated as much character depth as possible, they acknowledged that including every detail from the book would have resulted in an impractically long film. The casting process focused on finding actors who naturally embodied aspects of their characters, making the performances feel authentic rather than forced. The characters' relatability stems from universal adolescent experiences. Whether someone identifies with the shy girl, the overweight kid navigating middle school awkwardness, or the young person facing racial discrimination, the story speaks to everyday struggles that make the characters feel real despite the supernatural elements they confront. The young actors developed immediate chemistry from their first meeting, appearing as though they had been friends for years. Director Andy Muschietti recognized during early rehearsals that the cast had formed the necessary bond and understood their characters completely, giving him confidence that a crucial element of the film was already secured. The entire group, including those playing antagonists, spent time together constantly both during and after filming, going to dinners, having sleepovers, and seeing movies together. The production facilitated this bonding through a deliberate 2-week preparation period before filming began. Working with acting coach Benjamin Perkins, the young performers participated in exercises designed to help them know each other deeply and become comfortable working together. These activities included intimate trust-building exercises, such as maintaining eye contact for extended periods, which felt awkward initially but rapidly accelerated their connections. The rehearsal period also included practical training for bike riding and fight scene choreography. The director's collaborative approach encouraged the actors to contribute their own ideas about how their characters would behave in various situations, valuing their input before providing directional notes. This inclusive method helped the performers feel ownership over their roles and strengthened their understanding of the group dynamic they were portraying. The production demanded intense emotional work from the young cast. One particularly challenging sequence involved a character experiencing a traumatic breakdown while the others attempt to comfort him. The actors prepared for this brutal scene by taking time to get into character rather than simply performing on command. The filming coincided with one of their final days together, and the emotions captured on screen reflected the genuine sadness the cast felt about their time together coming to an end. The authenticity of the performances in this emotional climax moved everyone on set. The tears were real, and the embrace that followed the scene provided catharsis for cast members who had opened themselves up to vulnerable emotions. One producer, normally stoic, admitted to being moved to tears by the performance. The scene worked so powerfully because the friendships portrayed were genuine rather than manufactured for the camera. As production concluded, the young actors reflected on what the experience meant to them. They had spent their entire summer together, and the end of filming represented not just the conclusion of a job, but the end of a transformative period in their lives. For these performers, all around 13 years old, the experience paralleled the story itself. Saying goodbye to each other meant saying goodbye to a chapter of their childhoods. The connections forged during production extended beyond typical professional collaborations. Cast members described feeling closer to their co-stars than to almost anyone else in their lives, emphasizing that the experience transcended work and became genuinely meaningful. They anticipated staying connected through potential reshoots and the film's premiere, holding on to the friendships they had built. The production succeeded in creating something rare. An artificial friendship was never manufactured because the bonds formed were completely genuine, developing organically and sustaining themselves throughout filming. The young actors unanimously described the summer as unforgettable, the best of their lives, and expressed gratitude for an experience that brought them together in such a profound way. A shape-shifting, demonic clown entity emerges as the central figure of a behind-the-scenes exploration into its creation and portrayal. The creature is an ancient being that feeds on human fear, particularly children's, and takes various forms throughout its existence. Among these manifestations, Pennywise serves as its favored incarnation, a character of particular menace and theatrical malevolence. The production team deliberated extensively on the character's visual design and behavioral essence. The director envisioned a version of Pennywise that diverged from traditional interpretations, seeking to inject unpredictability and madness into every frame. The actor selected to embody this role demonstrated remarkable commitment from the audition stage, arriving with makeup already applied to showcase his complete interpretation of the clown. This decision impressed the filmmakers, revealing both passion and artistic vision that set him apart from other candidates. The actor approached the character through intellectual deconstruction, breaking down what the entity represented as a primordial being before physically inhabiting the costume and prosthetics. He incorporated peculiar physical mannerisms he had developed over the years, including a distinctive lip movement and deliberate eye control. The director requested a walleye effect, and remarkably, the actor possessed a natural lazy eye that he could manipulate, creating an unsettling quality that heightened the character's unnaturalness. The prosthetic and costume design contributed significantly to the character's unsettling presence. Prosthetic pieces around the cheeks created childlike roundness, while specially crafted teeth and intricate makeup work emphasized the creature's otherworldly nature. The costume itself was uncomfortable to wear, requiring a dedicated support team including prosthetic specialists and costume supervisors. This team remained largely invisible to the rest of the production crew, maintaining the actor's isolation and focus. A strategic decision by the director kept the actors separated from the child performers throughout most of the production. The filmmakers intentionally withheld Pennywise's appearance from the younger cast members to preserve authentic reactions of fear and unfamiliarity. The children speculated among themselves about the character's appearance, developing theories about hair color, eye configuration, and overall design. This separation continued until the final confrontation scene, which served as both an emotional peak and a genuine moment of terror for the young actors. The actor's physical performance proved extraordinarily demanding. Every scene featuring the character demanded complete energetic commitment and intensity. He delivered explosive vocal performances during warm-ups, transitioning instantly into full character whenever cameras began rolling. The physicality involved combat sequences, threatening postures, and aggressive movements, requiring minimal stunt doubling due to his natural athleticism and dedication. Between takes, he collapsed from exhaustion, requiring moments to recover his breath while the young actors expressed genuine concern and appreciation for his committed performance. The character's mouth movements included excessive drooling, a directorial preference that the actor fully embraced. This grotesque detail enhanced the creature's hunger and predatory nature, particularly when it manifested in scenes involving frightened children. The actor's delivery combined theatrical menace with unpredictable behavior, ensuring that no two performances were identical, a quality the director treasured for its capacity to maintain tension and uncertainty. The production saved the opening scene, the pivotal encounter between Pennywise and a young child named Georgie, in a storm drain for filming toward the end of production. This decision allowed both the actor and director to refine their understanding of the character through accumulated experience. The director and producer described this scene as iconic and laden with pressure, given its significance in both the source material and horror canon. The intimate conversation between the creature and the child required careful calibration of tone, pacing, and menace. The collaborative relationship between the actor and director proved essential to the character's success. The actor reported feeling genuinely supported and trusted, allowing him to take risks and explore the darkest facets of the role without constraint. The director remained visibly present and responsive, guiding the performance while permitting organic evolution and discovery throughout filming. The final product emerged as a horror creation that impressed even the original author of the source material. The character of Pennywise represented a departure from previous interpretations while remaining faithful to the essential terror of the original concept, a predatory entity masquerading as entertainment, forever hungry and eternally dangerous.